Hi, I'm George Teixeira, CEO and President of DataCore Software, and with me I have Nick Connolly, our Chief Scientist. And today we want to talk a little bit about high availability and what it really means and what we've seen from the customers and some of the input and feedback from that. And I guess first I'd like to start with something very basic. If you have any kind of storage or if you've worked with any systems today, there's really three important things. How do I run my applications? How do I get to them when I need them? How do I make them available? And the third is it affordable to do it? Those are the three key points that we've always done.
What often goes unnoticed is the availability and accessibility of the data. That's absolutely key to the infrastructure continuing to run and provide the business continuity that's needed.
Nick, one thing that's funny that I learned from you in the early days was high availability fundamentally was about two simple rules. Number one, you need two.
Yep.
So if one fails, the other one takes over.
Yep, absolutely.
And number two, that they can be physically separated. And the idea that we can run an instance of DataCore in one place and run it on a second was fundamental. One of the things that's interesting about DataCore and folks like Nick and myself, we were involved in a lot of early work with the space program and stuff like nuclear power plant control. And if you were involved in that, you saw how important fault tolerance was, the fault tolerant designs, and the need for high availability. Nick, maybe you could jump in and kind of help us understand this sort of difference between operational continuity, which again the virtualization guys kind of say is the whole problem, versus solving that along with the disaster recovery. So maybe your viewpoint on what kind of outages, what kind of problems, etc.
Okay, quick comment first of all about a lot of the academic studies that were done show that actually having computer systems that were tightly linked and complicated recovery structures built in reduce the reliability of the system, that actually you're more prone to failure. What we've done at DataCore is we've taken independent operating nodes, we've kept them synchronized but not tightly coupled, and that means that in the event of failure in one, that failure is not propagated to the whole system. That gives us a high uptime. 95% of failures occur within a site, so that's really critical to keeping your infrastructure running and your data available. But it would be foolhardy to ignore the geographical issues, which mean that replicating to a remote site is also a fundamental part of a business continuity strategy. In order to ensure business continuity, you want to build for no single point of failure. You want to make sure that you've got independent power supplies, independent buses, independent control of the storage, so you haven't got duplicated controllers, you haven't got a single controller that's accessing both bits of storage. By operating in independent environments with software connecting them together, we're able to give a very high uptime.